Although it was nowhere near the size of his masters, Dooku himself had a sizable collection of the history of the Sith. Among Darth Tyrannus' collection, the Sith holocrons were some of the most valuable in the entire Star Wars mythos. But there was one holocron that Dooku and many Jedi claimed to be far more dangerous and valuable, in some ways horrific, than any other item in his collection. An item that stemmed all the way back to the ancient empire of the Sith, making it exceptionally rare and sought after by the Jedi and Sith alike. The Sith Lords in their pursuit of knowledge, and the Jedi in their hopefulness to destroy the Dark Holocron. Yes, today we will be discussing one of the most ancient and first Sith holocrons ever constructed. A holocron so dangerous it was even given a name. Again, the Dark Holocron. This Dark Holocron in Dooku's collection was rare because of one specific thing: its original constructor and owner. The Dark Holocron held an extremely special place in Jedi history, as it was the first ever holocron to be possessed by the Jedi Order, and was the first holocron that the Jedi learned of Sith knowledge from. In a sense, the moment the Jedi Order came into possession of the Dark Holocron, they truly, for the first time, understood their ancient enemy. The Dark Holocron was a holocron that was constructed by one of the first ever Sith Lords that lived, and debatably the most powerful. That Sith Lord's name was Naga Sadow. After Naga Sadow was defeated by the Jedi and the Republic, Jedi Master Odin came into possession of this Dark Holocron. The Dark Holocron was originally found hidden within one of the many ships that belonged to Naga Sadow, and unfortunately for Sadow, he was unable to attain the holocron yet again before he fled. And unfortunately for the Sith Lord, the Jedi Order were able to gain access to the holocron. The Jedi that had recovered the holocron, Odin knew the darkness that resided within it, and therefore it remained in his possession until the day he died. Odin seldom let any Jedi look into the holocron, as he knew the power that it held, and the power to corrupt. Oftentimes, Odin himself would feel the pull to the dark side of the Force from the holocron, as the holocron would taunt him with the power that he could possess, as well as knowledge that Naga Sadow had actually survived, as the holocron itself had a very piece of Naga Sadow. After the death of Odin the larger Jedi Council ordered the Dark Holocron to be hidden deep within the archives of the Jedi Temple, placing it within the holocron vault, but all the way in the back, where no Jedi would ever have hopes of laying eyes upon it again. In fact, it was banned for any Jedi to lay eyes on it. Even Jedi Grandmasters were not permitted to lay their eyes upon this ancient holocron, meaning that not even Grandmaster Yoda could look upon the holocron if he desired. It was because of this that when Dooku was being trained by Yoda at the Jedi Temple, he viewed the Dark Holocron as an ultimate prize. Dooku as a Jedi believed that if he could even just open or touch the holocron, he could gain the knowledge to become the most powerful Jedi that would ever live. As a young boy, Dooku had even had the opportunity to look upon the Dark Holocron, something that would plague his mind ever since he turned to the dark side of the Force years later. And it would actually be Dooku himself that was drawn to the holocron yet again, entering the depths of the Jedi Temple personally and stealing the Dark Holocron for himself, something that few Jedi noticed, as again, most of them weren't even aware of the Dark Holocron's existence within the vault. Unfortunately, the Dark Holocron would be lost within Dooku's grand collection of Sith artifacts, as following Dooku's death, no one ever knew the true location where he had placed the Dark Holocron. To this day, even Lord Sidious did not know the location where Dooku had finally hidden the Dark Holocron and its final resting place. However, it was something that Darth Sidious would seek out for the rest of his life, as it was one of the first holocrons ever constructed by the ancient Sith Empire, and held knowledge within it by one of the greatest Sith Lords ever, Naga Sadow. Knowledge that unfortunately, if not found, died with Dooku. But that was the story of the most dangerous holocron at the Jedi Temple, and the holocron that Dooku ultimately stole for himself. But had you, my friends, heard of the Dark Holocron before this video? And what do you think ultimately became of the Dark Holocron and the knowledge hidden within it? Thank you guys as always so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.